Huntsville Hospital System in Marshall County is seeing a spike in COVID cases. So far, more than 1,300 people in Marshall County have tested positive in the past 14 days. Beds in recovery rooms are now ICU beds. There are now 6 additional beds at Marshall South and 5 additional beds at Marshall North.
We were running out of ICU beds for just our normal ICU patients. All of our current ICU beds are taken up by COVID positive patients, so we needed a place other than the emergency department to put our regular ICU patients.
Leaders say if they do get full, the next step is to develop large rooms in their facility into wards.